Продолжаем диско elysium. Очень интересно пока. Так, опа. И поехали. Так, меня интересует мелкий кусок говна.
This trash container is locked. Just your fingers start to itch. Just look.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rag.
He might also have information.
Мгм.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty. Looks like it's time for me to go. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Murder was the case.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Look at that fucking shit. Fuck does Kuno?
The lieutenant takes a.
It's a trap, Kuno.
Dunno.
Kit is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie Opagite descent.
Look.
Yeah, what was fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil. Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like.
Look at that. Fuck does.
The lieutenant.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig. Of course you do. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it? Kuno's.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's.
He's trying.
Kuno knows what you meant. Probably climb. You heard Kuno. I don't know. Mesco.
There is no Night City anywhere. That.
Kuno.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Just a couple.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Your test.
Get lost.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? And then what?
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno.
It's a vice.
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna owe.
It's a vice.
You could use some.
Okay,
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you.
you're not get.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that spark.
Oh, that. Kuno decapitates. Yeah, to the bone. Oh, that. Kuno. Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio. Fuck. Oh, that.
What?
Fuck your shit back.
Well played. No one saw that come.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his king. The fuck do you want? Good call, Pig. Kuno doesn't.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks. Yes, if you want to live.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's this kid?
Get the.
So it's a girl. Interesting.
I'll die before I come.
Don't be traumatized.
I'll die before You don't want to fuck.
You can.
Ладно. Чё отпиздить его все-таки
Fuck,
не...
does Kuno care? Kuno Kuno doesn't.
Ладно, пока в другие стороны особо двигаться не будем. Надо с мамой поговорить.
Hello again, officer. How are things? Well, snow has nutrients in it.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great van. Glad to have been of service. Now you know.
Of course. No problem.
She's very well composed. This trash container is just your fingers start to itch. Just a trash container. Your fingers start.
Yes? Yes?
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Try work, the case at hand. Not a fan. It's just the nature of...
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the decomptage as its chain of command. Every
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports.
What do you want to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than... I'm relieved that you agree. Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there... Good.
There he still is, looking right through you.
What do you see?
Так.
The worker is in a deep slumber. The worker is in a deep slumber. The worker continues to nap.
Ведь. Я хочу его все-таки разбудить. Он меня подзаебал. Ах, говорю.
The worker is in a deep slumber. There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar.
Why the hell?
Looks like a Sow descendant. A lot of Sow dock workers are.
Really? You woke me up for that? That's the name of my employer. How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside? Good. Then you under for one. I can get some goddamn shut-eye. We are the workers. Okay. I guess there's also... Indeed. Help yourself to some... Wait. No. Except they got it.
The way he says Measurehead implies ultimate trust in this head reckoner's physical prowess. He seems like a worthy rival.
Yeah, what about it? You know, people die. If someone has decided to die on top of... I can tell you that.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off.
They say your guy was a killer. Your tree. Everyone.
Meaning, you're not gonna get more. It was probably his colleague.
You heard what I said.
The lieutenant gives you a...
Thank God, no.
The worker stares at you.
I don't know what you're
The dock worker.
Can I help you? Mine?
Thank you for clearing that up.
Why?
I thought as much.
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need?
It concerns the case. Please.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. What thing? Yes, not...
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. We don't.
There are these things called days. You
What?
By the way, you should come back to this. A thin man is smoking as you step in. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Goransi Quebec. Please. It's the man puts his cup down and replies something. His left hand drawing, he smiles and bang. It's almost like music. The man ponders his cup. He smiles. It's almost like... You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen.
The winch. Outside. In the backyard. Remember?
Well, if there was a winch, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door. Sure. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get... Or some boring...
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely...
Fine, okay. A little. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though. After the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Kim also tries not to look at the pilot. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape and not to send any of the
And by that you mean crimes against humanity? I have no idea what that means.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned. The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant gives you a quick.
Так, что у нас есть? Открытка, пленка. Ага. Что ты мне ключ, получается, не дашь от
Can I
мусорного?
help you? Another thing. Great. I love that. Yes. Another thing. Great. Yes. No.
We should find out. We don't.
There are these things called days.
Yes.
Ладно, я понял, он нам только в рот даст. Окей. Ну, то есть не окей, но... Так, получается, Джей. Какая у нас дверь еще раз? Ну, так называемой монтировки у меня нема. Поэтому нам наверх. Окей. Ладно, придется через другое идти. Как проход за забором? Чё, здесь нельзя за забор выйти?
This trash with a well-oiled crack. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Just the feeling. A warning from some part of... The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see, you've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. The methodology, no. Searching for evidence in... A box falls into pieces in among the threadbare kit as the legs of...
The victim's clothes? Can I drop them in here, officer? Guitar mark. The belt is missing.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive...
This is a military type overgarment.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash.
The fuck's he on about?
See? Not really.
The lieutenant nods. Then it's just. What's this? A blue piece of plastic. Something larger. A clipboard.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable.
You pick out a broken mug with only in its social.
You've acquired an
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing of the lead.
Lonesome. Long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read? Oh boy, here we go. What are you going? But it's the ledger you found in the trash. There's a piece of toilet paper. It's a metaphor for it's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. If you want it to be kitchen, it's not though. It's toilet paper. Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, feels an aluminium block runs the width of the board. But the surface is interrupted by a silvery, looks like an official mark, made to be low.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights.
This means you can read the watermark.
It depends. Aside from...
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Боже. Я отвлекся на звуки. Так.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the they're not exactly white. Once in a while, there's a red work strife. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. What do you mean? Is that all?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. That's okay.
Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers dry in your hand. Yes, a title, one might say even. Yes, all caps. One is called, others appear. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. There is, once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead. The ledger only comes with an... The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
The tasks you've completed flow out to the inspect the interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be a satisfying sound. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry. Things to be done and things.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Отлично.
Yes, however, it's a holdover from the early days of the arts. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one. I pray his rail spiked through the head. He died.
The notebook is annual. You don't exactly close them. So much as a distance. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code. Why, yes, every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case file. That is improbable. It takes about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised. AKA, Leslie will. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypass you would. Can you keep your threatening? It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV,
Так.
and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations. No, that's Burke. He must have he can't get, which is also why the officer responsible. This one is relatively easy to cause of failure. Rent. The mural is enormous. True love is possible. The graffito crew is easy to track down. The case files do not show you the crew. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside. A staggering 78% of voters choose to. In any case, it appears to have been a rare case of civil activity in the quarter. It would be. That's all. Who knows? One day you may still catch. Some assholes brought in stuff. They were leaving cigarette butts. No, you didn't have time for that. Murder. Tum. At the hookah parlor. Was a case. Joseph Mills didn't get off the pot. No. Okay. So the case is handed to you because no, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do anything. Yeah. So anyway, no one and Mills hasn't. See? You can't even read the thing without. Yeah. Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to Yes, a title, one might say. Yes. Others, it's going to take an effort to piece.
Huh? 2. That's a lot. It's okay.
Like a fan of girls, the checkered page, the notebook is annual. It says 51. You don't exactly. An aluminium block. The surf looks like an official.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark.
Maybe yours will have.
All our.
This means.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. It takes about half an hour to piece one together. Using. Not much has changed. In the back, you see. Then rip them from the binder. 3. You don't have to be an intellectual giant. A monitor. But they appear pleasant. These, all in a print so small, it could be considered downright cute. A dozen. Color of the irises. Predation marks. Yes. The rest of the stinking cellular. It's made of dark blue. Something rattles inside, and something small inside. Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not some permeable. The plastic shimmers with your hands. You 4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board. The slides snap back into place. It's without resist. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. 2 octopuses are smiling. Reaching thin wax paper has been glued. It smells of a touch of cinnamon. The end of summer. You familiar handwriting lines that a young woman. Harry, it begins. Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach you, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
О, блять.
There is nothing again.
Чего нахуй? Что, ебать? Вау. Уедь.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it.
Thank you for clearing the debt.
Why?
I thought as
Well,
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Prod at him and find out.
what do you need them for?
it concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. What thing? Yes.
We should find out who did. We don't.
There are these things called.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing.
Another. Yes. Not.
We should find. We don't.
There are these things.
Yes.
A thin man is as you step in. Okay, it's definitely not his name. The man puts his cup down. He smiles. It's almost like you see a heavy steel door.
You do?
The winch outside.
Gart is the person to ask.
The cobalt blue, old cobalt paint. It leads to us. The door does not.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door. No. Awesome.
He's attempting to maintain an.
Fine. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the. Yes.
Hello again, sweetie.
Ладно.
This trash container with a wet. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Just the feeling. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This is.
You see, you've done this before. No. Search. A box falls in. You see, you've done this before. No. A box falls among the. As the.
The victim. Drop them in here. Get on. The belt is missing.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab long.
This is a.
The rest of the.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask. See? Not really.
The lieutenant nods. You pick out a broke only.
You've acquired an interactive.
It's just. What's this? A blue piece. Something.
Officer. It is. Look, if you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Well, lucky we found it. It would also.
Some items, such
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing.
Lonesome. Long way home. Here we go. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of what? It's a metaphor. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of. If you it's not though. Still wet. And aluminium. The surface is. Looks like.
What? That it depends.
Maybe you're. This means you.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sat. They're not. One work. It's the. What do you mean? The notebook.
Huh? Two. It's okay.
Like a fan of girl. Yes. A title. One might. Yes. Others. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together. But it.
You mean good.
But
do you also use the titular? Well, it's a holdover from the early days of the. Again, I pray he. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is. Once all the tasks. Sadly, the ledger only comes with the loot. He is not.
No, that.
The task. It's not a You're a swash. Things to be done. And things.
No, actually. Great. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs. You don't exactly close them. It's made of something and some permeables. The plastic shimmers like something and something's permeables. The plastic with your hands. You 4-sized pages hang in the then rip them. 3. You don't have a monetary, but they appear. These are quite all in a print, so a dozen page color of the irises. Yes, all that the rest of the stinking cellular, the acid, you know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls. Remember when I said the smell? Why, yes it is. Among many other things. This cleaning tablet is used by the whirling in rags. Perhaps that, yes, you can piece them. Why, yes, every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. Yeah, it takes about half. This one, cause of failure. The mural is in true people. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures. The case file. The crew agree. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message. All in any case, it appears to have been a rare. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers. The slides snap back into place. It should be without 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. The words just crossed. Who do you think? It's slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe once you've done so. It takes about half. This one, cause of people call the graffito crew. The crew, the 9,000 people, a staggering 78%. In any case, it appears to have been a real. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. Magnesium-based life form. We tell them, hell. There he still is, looking.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found how strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie, I think Fugue states are more the trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able. Thank you anyway.
Yes.
You see a heavy steel door. The door does not. The old cobalt paint. It leads to. The door is closed. This door, still the lieutenant gives.
Проверим на взаимодействие, все, что здесь есть. Здесь нет взаимодействия, здесь все как обычно. Окей. Там тоже ничего. Да, не по... Стоп.
Kim also tried. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape.
No problem, officer.
Я, пожалуйста, вот так сделаем. Так, ладно.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Ладно. Вопрос по... Во дворе за теплицей. За теплицей. Как же мне попасть за теплицу? Его знает на самом-то деле. Ладно, ну допустим, мы вот сейчас поднимемся туда. Ладно. Го погуляем просто по Локи. Смотрим, что тут есть вообще в принципе.
This coin operated. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of...
There was a They got as far as the street lamps and that statue on the... That's odd. There was a They got as far. We should have done something.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossil. The metal feels cold and wet.
Probably some kid.
A simple but clever. A thick... That's Kuno. Under the graffito. You know this. Around the large wooden building.
Понятно. Алкаш. А, у меня же есть навык. Ну... Давай пока так. Дальше подумаем. Там бабище стоит. Mhm.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? Okay, sir. I'll try. My name is Annette, sir. Feel free to step in and I'm signaling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. It's the type, or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. I haven't read many of those. Maybe I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up. Sometimes they break up for a little while. But then, maybe some about other books. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like, and you don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just, what's that mean? And everything's better now, sir? That's great, sir. More about books, maybe? I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. School? Well, Mum says it's...
There is stress.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being...
A small mountain of colourful board game boxes. There are...
Wonderful board game. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Susan.
An endless... There's also books in a board game section. There's a box that says, Wirral, 3rd edition. That price is steep. But then it's the 3rd edition. Nonsense for anemic Beano clods.
Lousy. I've heard they turn people.
You see a...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Welcome to Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the... I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't wonderful. Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The woman before you scans the store. You see a tattered set of curtains.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled?
She speaks almost as if she's trying. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm. This is a tradition. Inhabitants of, aside from poking at it, just as you're about to pull apart.
Sir, don't touch that. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step up. Why? It's not like anyone was killed. I'm sorry,
The curtains do seem frail suddenly. Not robust enough to...
No!
Talking is all. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you. You see a...
I warned you! You're unleashing forces.
A heavy door with a missing... What if you just break it down? That's right. Take in your surroundings. The room is dimly lit and littered with... It's made of a solid... That's right. Steady breathing. Solid... The room... It's made of a only a hollowed out dark echo. A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Ow! Shoot! Who's A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds,
ёп,
of Seminese
Макарёк.
trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Ow! Shoot! A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered
Ну,
in
наконец-то.
dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms.
Чё?
It appears to be locked. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you? What is this place? Yes, I doubt.
Some specks of dust, an eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because no need to look.
A barbell, it's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS. It's dark. This would be a lot easier. I've got one in the Kinema's toolbox. We should go back for it before we continue. No sense in tripping.
Some areas are inaccessible without your flashlight. After you've acquired it, go to your...
It's dark. This would be... I've got one in the Kinema's toolbox.
Some areas...
These shelves, a couple of spook novels. The plaque on the shelf. This Post Lavantore, a faint sticker on the side reads, RCM emerge. The box scene, eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and sent G with the mail collection box seems cathartic. Thank. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the frequency, the soft.
This is Precinct 57.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably...
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
Received. Hold on.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to...
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? You mean, why did I leave the bar?
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring
God, why can't you just mind your own...
I already said I don't want to talk about this. No, not me. No, sorry. People don't have...
So the Union has a phone.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
Yeah, go on. Please, no. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face.
Oh, those again. You know, I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall," painting them red.
Me neither. No, it almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. Well, I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective? I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skewer thing happened. The stuff, I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got... Didn't seem like you had fun Yes, I've had sailors fighting. Well, even about little things like not turning down... We Go On, by the O.O. I can't listen to it. To hell with... Then there... And then you screamed something about how you're actually... And then... I won't even mention you waving... No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. Wait, no. I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. Okay, but... all sorts... Yes.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a sec.
10-2, 10-5.
The man uses...
10-4, message received. 10-5, 10-18. State your message, sir. I hear you. I don't have the authority.
Is it him? What does he want?
He says he needs money.
Don't give that asshole anything.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important.
He isn't getting a...
Request denied, sir. Over. Anything else, sir? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
All right.
The dashboard, like a leopard, the lights unfold.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done.
A metallic...
Take what you need, officer.
The pry bar, cold, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. Its robot lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The handle, You can do good work. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The white, your fingers waste no time. You feel an uninterrupted connection after a while. Of course, it's only in your head. Of course it is. In the cabin, you see a set. Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally. Yes. Guess what's yours? No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Oh, you know, what? They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. Of course that won't happen. As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp.
There she is.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the low.
Let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
The rectangular watermark is. You catch a.
Martin. Let me see. Right here. Oh, yes. Coal City.
There are many of them, and they are divided. The first row has 18. Not bad. The next, you count 216. The last row, that's it.
Those are
Alpha male officer. Son, here is where we score your life performance.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? No shame in this next row. Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percent. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations. For an RCM officer, there are certain... But it seems as though you are, or at least... Yes. Everyone has... Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Why not gardening?
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the light.
You can now see your...
Yeah.
Hello again, officer. Excuse me? Oh, well, I don't...
Pig.
No need to worry.
Okay. Well, since the street sign, no problem.
She's very... It's just a racist. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? If you want to earn...
body betrays.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That is precisely. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. Yes.
He means alcohol.
I doubt it. My microcephalic race servant. Your mouth move, Occident.
Does this remind you of someone?
The ethanol fungus is deep within your nervous system, pulling the strings. You are merely its pupa now. Jerking motions. You dominate. You will be super.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Enough. We bring you to the wall.
You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. It would enrich you rhetorically. The best idea. He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic.
He had nothing to do with it. Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts monks?
Racists.
Welcome. He must think. The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of...
Correct.
Ask what kind of races there are first.
Do you? What thing? We already got in the...
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, those a receding genetic pool has led the Vesper. The other over, as proven by the Maun and the indigenous. The latter is type
the Khoikhos of Grad.
Yeah, pinkness.
Wouldn't he be one? Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording?
Enough of Tibet. Lesser, the mess.
It seems unlikely that 2 human beings...
You are. Then there is. The simi. They call this, but enough. It is cruel. You understand nothing. You need to internalize what you have heard here today. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means.
He looks toward... Hey. Psst. Psst. Hey, yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. You keep saying things like, damn, funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any failure? It's about, of course, you alone. You. Now get to work, comrade. Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to... An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable. The file cabinet stands hundreds, and the same. You already went through all of the... Remember, Leo, All items on the drawer slides shut. You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to... You attempt to turn that to your left. The lieutenant considers your... Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Why are you what? Are you satisfied, detective?
Ладно.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's... Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. It's very, very good. Yes. I'm taking... Oh, the whirling's cook. Oh, sure.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Oh, that one.
Told you.
You're back before the... A rusting control, no screech of metal when you... Crane does not return to its original. No screech of metal when you... This is the night. The chair is not as austere as the drawers are empty, save for old timesheet. You take the painkillers. They are yours now. You stand and...
Ладно.
The unpromising race. There is nothing funky. I cannot put.
Ты заеб...
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Hello, compatriote. You have something. Oh man. Oh, god damn. Thanks for that, but
He doesn't live in Martinez. A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he...
From an it's the jam.
The air from the...
It's a traffic jam. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul. Yeah,
It's official.
feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and... Yeah, so tell me, what do you need? It's like...
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet.
Some pretty... I've heard...
Ah, yes, from the wild path.
They want to keep
He doesn't blame.
anything else. Us lorry drive, not my thing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for.
It's easy to see he's...
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological condition. Nothing. I'm just... Oh.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machine?
A motor lorry, also called a...
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Not unless they've illegalized...
The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
Huh? The bosses, man. Makes sense. It sucks is what it does. Don't be a stranger.
Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. Oh, yeah. Look at yourself. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. A little. It ain't easy, but you do it. Wasn't easy getting that. Sure. Are you rich? Get out of here. You're a pauper. You work hard. The Garts man has set himself up. Boo-hoo. Look, the immigrant... That's... Our tax is almost non-existent in the Gotham estate. That is Revachol. You and I both. 98% of all your money. Here you go, hustler. Fight the right... There are clothes in.
Don't be.
Save the economy. That sounds odd.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your. Very cool.
You find your. The box smells like cat piss.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand. Buy second hand. Keep the.
Something.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
You see two.
I can see you have a taste for luck.
A pair.
Those sneak.
Only? That's madness. Fun, ultra. We're the future. These once respect a small.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. These of.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist. No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. You do, officer, you do. Remember.
There's a pile of cheap.
You like sunglasses, officer?
Abort.
Damn,
It's going to.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think they. The shine on these sunglasses last.
Those UV.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your day.
No luck.
Oh!
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun.
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Typical Martinez street lights. The light pole. This would make quite a.
Yes.
His manner is.
It was brought to me.
We are not here to. You have to admit it's rather.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important transformation.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets. Display. Why? What's this?
Oh, that's the headless phone rider. There's been a lot of.
He doesn't elaborate.
I've heard about it.
Yes, there are several competing versions of the headless 50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. Did I mention that this figure.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well. One is just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welshie W2. Made in. If police work means playing tapes, sure. Absolutely. It's not often that. What can I do for you? I haven't had any.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose. It keeps me.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes. Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what? Okay, looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps. Someone else came here earlier today asking the same.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
She didn't seem like a policeman. Or the truth be told.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it? You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have...
You were adamant, and I don't like keeping guns. My apologies, officer.
A needle in a haystack.
Of course. Sure thing. Sure, man. Sure. Another time.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of...
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the...
Hello again, officer. How are...
Can I help you? Wait, what? But what? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. You broke the skewer!
I assure you it wasn't.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer? I can't believe...
Attendant.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me? Really? I should give her a... Thanks, I guess. Was there anything...
We were sort of hoping there would be a gun.
Another thing. Great. Yes? Absolutely.
Absolutely in the question. First we...
Yes. Have you got it? A lot. A lot. Like what?
You see a heavy the door doesn't. The cobalt blue surface. Old cobalt paint. It leads... The door is still. The lieutenant gives you this door. You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. The living shit.
Я уже тут бегу 1,5 часа, прикольно. Ладно, будем заканчивать серию. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.